Hi, I'm Laura and welcome to Operation Bikini 2.0, because no one rocks a bikini better than a woman who is comfortable with who she is and confident in her own skin. So today we are working through the hip and the pelvis. Pelvic power, our power is here, very powerful, lots of energy down here. Our sexuality and being strong in the hip and the pelvis, of course, goes without saying. It's in the middle of our bodies. It's an incredibly supportive part of our anatomy. So keeping this strong and stable helps us be able to get on with our lives and do all the things that we want to do with comfort and ease. So with that, stand with feet hip distance apart, hands on your hips. Roll your shoulders back and down, feel confident where you're standing, put roots down through your feet into the floor and rock your pelvis back and forth so you can feel the pelvis moving on the tops of the legs and at the lower spine. So your lower spine, you're sticking your bottom out and then pulling it underneath you. And come to a place in the middle where it's neither tipped too far underneath you or sticking too far out. It feels quite vertical. Roll your shoulders back and down, keep the abdominals engaged, lift the pelvic floor, bring yourself into your body, into our little session, and bring to the time that we're together what you need. What do you need? Set an intention, what you're going to focus on, and then just let that go. What will be, will be. Just give it your best. It's all good. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, start to tuck the chin to the chest. Start to roll the upper back forward, roll the shoulders, middle back, as if you're going over a beach ball. So the legs don't press too far back. Feel the hamstring stretch at the back, let the arms relax forward. Take another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, engage the pelvic floor, lift the abdominals, and start to roll up, bone by bone by bone by bone. So come and stand in quite a wide stance now, a bit of a Supergirl stance. And I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. But we want to be wide in the legs, then bend the knees and hands on top of the thighs. This is kind of like a sumo stance, okay? So we're going to breathe in and push the chest forward without jamming the shoulder blades back. You sort of want to raise up through the chest and stick the bottom out. And then you're going to exhale underneath you as the shoulders, all of the upper back, round forward. And then inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now make this your own. This stand alone unleashes creativity. So if you're feeling a bit mentally blocked, have a minute or two of this exercise, rolling the pelvis forwards and backwards, expanding the chest, extending the chest, flexing the spine, warming up the spine and the hip. Inhaling forward, exhaling underneath. As you exhale, engage the abdominals and contract the pelvic floor. So feel it a little bit longer. You can make this your own when you do it on your own. But for now, that's enough. Inhale. And then restack up to standing. I'll come face forward again. Still quite wide in the legs, a bit wider than hip dips. We're going to bend and lift up to the side. So as you get better at this, you can go higher, but start low. You can also make the squat in between deeper or as shallow as you dare. So what are we looking for? Have the abdominals engaged and lift the pelvic floor. Keep the shoulders back and down. Reach your head to the ceiling. And without sort of getting any awkward positioning in the upper body, the body is kind of just going up and down as if it's sliding between two sheets of glass. without hiking or compensating anywhere. It's just, we're sort of moving just the lower part of the body. So reach the leg away then as well. As you get better at this, you want to put length into the leg, so it's reaching out of the hip. So you'll be feeling that already. And again, on your own, you can make this longer and come to a place in the middle. Give the legs a little wiggle. We're going to change that slightly. Your heart will be getting up now. We're going to, same arm, same leg. Off to a super girl. Again, make this movement small to begin with. You might not even let the back leg come off. Start at your level. Go within your limits. Listen to your body. Always consult a doctor if you've got any concerns about your health. And listen to your body. Otherwise, we're reaching back. And we're nice and super girl off into the distance. Powerful, strong. And 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, and come back down. Okay, so we're going to come to the foot of your mat. That roll down we did at the beginning, we're going to walk that out into a plank. You can put your knees down if you need to. Take a deep breath in. As you drop your chin to your chest, let the shoulders relax forward without pushing the hips back, as if you're going over a beach ball. The back comes down bone by bone by bone. You might have to bend your knees out to a plank. Full plank or knees or on your knees. So here and hold, engage the abdominals or lift the pelvic floor, or place your knees down and readjust knee, hip, shoulder in alignment. Otherwise we're on our knees and we'll push up, strong in the back of the body. 1, 2, 3, push up. 1, 2, 3, push up. This still is working fine on your knees. And let your chest come between your arms. You can have your knees up or down. You might have to adjust your arms to allow space for the lower spine. And then curl your toes under and push yourself up into a pike pose or a triangle, elephant, downward dog, lots of names. Open your hips up to the ceiling, so you're opening your tailbone out to the ceiling as you're trying to get your heels down. Roll your shoulders, your armpits towards each other to put space across the back. Press into the fingertips to relieve tension on the wrists. Enjoy this stretch all the way down the backs of the legs and through the back and the arms and the shoulders. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you breathe out, engage the abdominals and the pelvic floor and take the left leg up behind you. Reach it away from you and then bring it between your hands. You might need your arms to help you, that's fine. Place the knee down and just get comfortable in a stretch in this position. Make this your own. But if you are fine here, stay here. If you are more than fine here, take your hands to your hips, keeping your balance. You can have eyes open or closed, but go further into the hip flexor stretch with each breath. If you're very balanced, you can take your arms over your head, reaching up and back a little bit as the hips press even further forward. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands down, back up into the pike. Try and get the heels down, open the palms, open the fingers, press into the fingertips. Take the opposite leg up behind you, reach it away from you, bring it through your hands. Knee goes down at the back. it cut out last time. Find your peace. Breathe into the stretch. Go deeper into the stretch. Going further forward with the hips each time. Hands above the head. Reach the hands forward, up and back a little bit. Breathe in and out. And in and out. Hands back to the mat. Back into the pike. Take a few beautiful deep breaths in through the nose. Lengthen it to the ceiling. Feel the sit bones come apart slightly. And then bring your knees down to the mat. Angry cat your back. Inhale. Extend, stick your tailbone out. Exhale. Arms might want to come directly under your shoulders. So again, you're moving through the pelvis, flexing the spine. Come to a place in the middle. Take your hands a little bit further forward. Sit back on your heels. Take a deep breath in. Your bottom. Tuck the pelvis underneath you as you go through that cat pose, and then unravel yourself through your arms. You might have to adjust your arms and take care with a low spine. Breathe in, push into the hands, up through the shoulders. Shoulders lift first, then into the angry cat, coming back onto the heels. And breathe. Shoulders back and down, spine nice and long. You can sit on a cushion, you can sit on a chair, anything where you are comfortable. And here we are going to do a little bit of alternate nostril breathing. And this breath pattern, we're going to evenly breathe in through the left nostril. So thumb will plug the right, hand, fingers pointing up, shoulders back and down, engage the abdominals, lift the pelvic floor. Breathing in, then you switch to breathe out, but an even breath. So if you breathe in for 4, breathe out for 4. Or if you breathe in for 8, breathe out for 8. Make it your own pattern, but even. Then breathe in through that same nostril you breathed out of. And switch to breathe out. And in. Switch to breathe out. Breathe in. Switch to breathe out. Nice deep breaths. Feeling your heart beating in your chest. And this breath pattern balances the nervous system. It brings much well-being to your day. So just take a moment. We'll close the class here, but continue to watch your breath and just breathe nice and deeply. Well done. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.